out.
Hey everyone, today I would like to do a broadhead review. The broadhead I want to do a test on, or a review on, is the Dead Ringer Rampage 2-blade 2-inch cut. That company, it's a new company to broadheads. They make several different models. They make this broadhead I'm going to do a review on today. They make it in a 2-blade 1.5-inch cut. They make it in a 3-blade 1.5-inch cut. They make it in a 3-blade 2-inch cut. And this one I'm going to do a review on is a 2-blade 2-inch cut, 100 grain Dead Ringer Rampage. And I tell you what, it's a unique design, and it's a very well made head. I shot a deer with it 2 weeks ago about that, and it performed great. And anyway, here is, we're first going to talk about the design of it. I don't know if you can see that. It's got an O-ring that sets up on the back side of those blades. It looks like a small fixed blade in flight, and it has these little notches. You can see, it's hard to see. It's got these little notches in the blades, and when it buries those notches, it starts to open, and this O-ring will actually slide down and opens up to a 2-inch cut on the inside. It's kind of similar to the design of the Swacker, except I kind of like it's a lot more durable of a head than the Swacker. I've used them for a couple of years. Actually, I used them for 3 years. More durable head. Ferrule's thicker than a Swacker, and the blades, I think they're better made. They're definitely sharper. It's one of the sharpest mechanical heads I've used, and it's just a well-made head. On the durability of this, guys. Well, first off, on this design, see those notches? A lot of people, those are not considered barbs. Okay, it's not considered barbs, so they're legal in every state that allows a mechanical head. This is kind of more of a hybrid head. You're going to get, on this deer, I didn't measure the entrance hole, but I was probably 1.25 inch entrance hole, and the exit was over 2 inches, and it was a lot broader than I thought. Normally with a big 2-blade cut, you're getting more of an axe type exit hole. With this, for some reason, I'm sure I'll get more of the axe type exit holes with it in the future, but it was more round than anything. It was almost 2 inches across and 2 inches across on both sides, and it was round. I'll show it at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. But well-made head. The company actually uses a trocar tip, like a Muzzy, on the tip of it. They have pretty durable rubber bands, and it's not designed to break. It's just designed to roll down the ferrule, and it's very durable and well made. The rubber band is. The blades are spring-tempered, spring-steel blades. They are very, very tough, but at the same time, they're not designed to break. They'll bend before they'll break. With some companies, they'll break before they'll bend. On some companies, this is very durable. I'll show you the head that I actually shot that deer with, and there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's just slightly, it's not quite as sharp as it was. That's about the only thing that's wrong with it. Anyway, I'll show you the head. Actually, I actually cleaned it up. Here is the head, and there's nothing wrong with it. None of the blades are bent. There's not even a nick in the blade at all. And closed. I mean, this is also cutting too. This cuts an entrance hole. Okay, it's sharpened on this side when it's in a closed position, and of course it's sharpened on the big blades too. But there's nothing wrong with this head, and I would reuse this. Most of my broadheads I will not reuse. I just refuse to. This spins true. It spins true. The ferrule's not bent. The blades aren't bent. The blades are still fairly sharp. I have bought broadheads in the past out of the package from other companies that weren't as sharp as this broadhead is right now. And this went through an animal. It went through 2 sets of ribs. It went through the front set and then the back set and went through the deer. And there's nothing wrong with it. Good head. As for the flight characteristics, guys, I test shot it. I shot it twice at 20 yards. It opened up on the inside of my foam target, just like I was supposed to. It flew just like my field points at 20 yards. I scooted back to 30 yards, and at 30 yards it flew just like my field points, and that's a big deal there. If I can get a broadhead out of the package to fly just like my field points, that's an A+ for me. Not to mention the durability, the damage this thing does, and how sharp it is. It's a good, well-made head. I would suggest you take a look at them. There's a lot of good heads out there, but when you take and consider everything, I will not be switching. I think it's the best out there. But there's other good heads out there, I'll admit that. But this thing's a devastation. I will say, when this thing's closed, there's a little notch where you put that O-ring. You can't see it probably in the video. But it's rated at 400 feet per second. The company rates it 400 feet per second with crossbows. And I actually shoot it, I just barely put the O-ring outside of that little notch. I'm shooting a little over 280 feet per second. It works fine. I actually test shot it almost a quarter of an inch down the O-ring out of the notch, and it still didn't open in flight. So they're going to stay. They'll open on that animal like it's supposed to. And to prove that, I shot it into a target, a foam target. And keep in mind, when you shoot a deer and it hits it and gets inside the cavity, there's some open space in there, inside the lung there that broadhead can open up. Ones that open on the inside like that. On a foam target, it's not hollow. It's solid all the way through, and it still opened up on the inside of that target every time. And to prove that, it actually put just a little bitty notch you'll make in the ferrule when it slams open. And some other broadheads is kind of the same way. It opened up like it was supposed to. So good head, good head. So I want to show you a video and show you how it works. It was extremely cold on this hunt. I was, you can tell I was excited, but at the same time I was real cold. It was at night. We was in there finding the deer after dark. I didn't know about the hit. It was hard to tell in the video, so I gave it some time, and it was a great hit. I mean, it hit him right where I needed to hit him, and the deer went maybe 50 yards, about 50 at the max, and he was on a dead run, and there was blood all the way to the deer. But anyway, just take a look at this video, and there's some pictures at the end that shows the exit hole, and anyway, enjoy. see me? We just got right in front of the stand here. He barreled through here running hard, and there's already blood at the spot of the shot. I don't know where the arrow's at. It could be in this brush or could be in him, but we got good blood. I don't think he's gonna make it. I wish I'd saw this earlier. We'd have been in here 2 hours ago. So, I mean, this deer's that flat sprinting. This is a new broadhead that I'm testing out. It's a Dead Ringer Rampage 2-blade, 2-inch cut, brand new. And I'm pretty sure I got a pass through. It's got 2-inch exit hole plus. So we'll see what that does to him when we find him.
Okay, stay on the blood.
Yeah. Don't shut it off. Yeah, don't shut it. Yeah, there. On record?
Yep.
We've went what, 10 yards? And, huh? You hear something?
Yeah.
About 10 yards. That's frozen. Look at that. There is nothing wrong with that head. Nothing wrong with it. That thing's vicious. And guys, that passed all the way through, and that fletching was hanging in there, and it broke off. That's what happened. Because all that's got blood on it. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Let's keep going. Yeah.
Congrats, man.
He died in the creek. He went about, what, 45 yards? 50?
Yeah, about 50, 60 maybe.
Man, that blood trail is pretty vicious. I don't think I'm going to be switching broadhead next year. Look at it. Look at it. Can you get him?
Yeah, right up the creek there, guys.
See? Okay. See him? Oh yeah, man, right where I thought. Look at that hole. It went in right there, and it probably came in right there. That's. You want to see the nasty exit hole? It's a nice deer, man. Yeah. Heck yeah, man. You got a broken brow. Man, that's like a broke it off a velvet, maybe.
Yeah.
Can you see him?
Yeah, not very good. Let me twist this here.
Let me get him out of the water, John. You know from this. It'd be fun getting him out. You know what? Hey, I killed a 10.06 and he died, what, within 10 yards of the
Yeah, he
spot?
did.
He's right up on that, right before that log, I think. Yeah, he died immediately. Oh, yeah. He's walking on that water.
John?
I guarantee you that was the blood.
Oh my gosh.
It is, wasn't it?
Well, we found the biggest sign of, we found the biggest tracking sign of the whole hunt.
About 80 yards down there, right when you're across the creek, I looked down and said, that creek looks bloody. He's like, oh no, it's just your light, John says. This deer, all the water's flowing right through here, and he's bleeding in it. And I guarantee you we were seeing blood in that creek.
Yeah, I bet so. Well, we're going to get him out of here, guys, so.
Okay, shut it off. Okay, guys. Just want to show the exit hole. This broadhead. Man, there's my. See my 4 fingers across. I could probably fit in there. I mean, that's just huge. There's the deer. There he is. Just a nice, pretty deer for December
29th. That's a nice deer. Late in a year like this, it's just hard to kill anything.